Hi, this is John Polgreen. I'm going to be talking today about TOGAF for government using FEA and FSAM as an example. Welcome to today's presentation. So here is the current situation in the U.S. federal government. The federal enterprise architecture has very well-known and well-defined reference architectures. The OMB and the CIO Council have given considerable high-level guidance on process. FSAM also gives us guidance on developing segment architectures. But still, we spend too much time on planning and constantly reinventing the wheel. We need more granular process information. We need more templates, examples of the artifacts and deliverables that we need to create. And we need a common language, something that we can speak not only among ourselves as federal architects, but also with vendors, with consultants, and with the international architecture community. So here is a potential solution that several people, among them myself, are seeing and we're beginning to use, and that is to augment the FEA Practice Guidance, FEA itself, FSAM, with TOGAF. First of all, the TOGAF ADM is a very well-defined process, and it's much more granular than anything we presently have. Templates and formats for the artifacts and deliverables are available with TOGAF. TOGAF is accepted globally. It gives us that common language I was just talking about. And popular EA tools have both FEA and TOGAF modules. Also, TOGAF maps well, and I'll show you this in a minute, to FEA, FSAM, and the... So what is TOGAF? TOGAF is developed by consensus in the open group. To the surprise of many people, it has federal roots. It is a direct descendant of DoD's TAFIM, which is the technical architecture for information management. The architecture development method, the ADM, is well known, well proven over many years. TOGAF is very widely used internationally. 80% of Fortune 50 companies use TOGAF. There's also wide public sector use. The UK government mandates the use of TOGAF for enterprise architecture. New York State as well. And it's also well accepted among federal contractors. Many of the large federal contractors have several TOGAF certified architects on staff. So if you do want to use TOGAF in your implementation, you can specify to these contractors. Many small shops like my own also have TOGAF certified architects. So the core of TOGAF is the ADM, the Architecture Development Method. The approach that TOGAF recommends is to start by very explicitly building your practice in the preliminary phase, and then for each project go through a vision phase, and then develop your architecture during business, information, and technology phases, and then actually choose technologies, migrate, develop your migration plan, and then actually build and deploy solutions in phase G, and then finally go into change management. So you see there's a full cycle of EA activities here, And these are not necessarily sequential. Many of these activities can be done iteratively as well. An important new addition to TOGAF 9 is the content framework. What we're looking at right now is a view into the content framework called a taxonomy of artifacts. Now, what this allows you to do is match up the needs of your stakeholders, which you identify in the vision phase of the ADM, with the artifacts that those stakeholders would find useful in being able to describe the whole enterprise architecture or that specific enterprise project that you're working on. So here we have a high-level mapping of the FEA Practice Guidance to the TOGAF ADM. The practice guidance has three phases: architect, invest, and implement. And architect maps to the preliminary phase, phases A through D, plus the requirements management phase. The investment phase maps to opportunities and solutions, where we choose opportunities, create a line of sight, all those types of activities. And then implement maps to the migration planning phase, implementation governance, and to change management. So with that as an introduction, what are your next steps? If you're developing EA for government, you may want to visit the Open Group site, download TOGAF, take a look at my blog. I am always talking about this issue, TOGAF for government. Look at my website and contact me if you'd like. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck working the government architecture, hopefully with TOGAF. Thanks so much.